Present perfect forms. The present perfect is formed using has, have, past participle. Questions are indicated by inverting the subject and has, have. Negatives are made with not. Statement, you have seen that movie many times. Question, have you seen that movie many times? Negative, you have not seen that movie many times. We use the present perfect to say that an action happened at an unspecified time before now. The exact time is not important. You cannot use the present perfect with specific time expressions, such as yesterday, 1 year ago, last week, when I was a child, when I lived in Japan, at that moment, that day, one day, etc. We can use the present perfect with unspecific expressions such as ever, never, once, many times, several times, before, so far, already, yet, etc. Use one unspecified time before now. Examples. I have seen that movie 20 times. I think I have met him once before. Topic 1 experience. You can use the present perfect to describe your experience. Examples. I have been to France. This sentence means that you have had the experience of being in France. Maybe you have been there once, or several times. I have been to France 3 times. You can add the number of times at the end of the sentence. Topic 2 change over time. We often use the present perfect to talk about change that has happened over a period of time. Examples. You have grown since the last time I saw you. The government has become more interested in arts education. Topic 3 accomplishments. We often use the present perfect to list the accomplishments of individuals and humanity. You cannot mention a specific time. Examples. Man has walked on the moon. Our son has learned how to read. Topic 4. An uncompleted action you are expecting. We often use the present perfect to say that an action which we expected has not happened. Using the present perfect suggests that we are still waiting for the action to happen. Examples. The army has attacked that city 5 times. I have had 4 quizzes and 5 tests so far this semester. Time expressions with present perfect. When we use the present perfect, it means that something has happened at some point in our lives before now. Remember, the exact time the action happened is not important. Sometimes we want to limit the time we are looking in for an experience. We can do this with expressions such as in the last week, in the last year, this week, this month, so far, up to now, etc. Examples. Have you been to Mexico in the last year? I have seen that movie 6 times in the last month. Notice, last year and in the last year are very different in meaning. Last year means the year before now, and it is considered a specific time which requires simple past. In the last year means from 365 days ago until now. It is not considered a specific time, so it requires present perfect. Examples. I went to Mexico last year. I went to Mexico in the calendar year before this one. I have been to Mexico in the last year. I have been to Mexico at least once at some point between 365 days ago and now. Use to duration from the past until now, non-continuous verbs. With non-continuous verbs and non-continuous uses of mixed verbs, we use the present perfect to show that something started in the past and has continued up until now. For 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, and since Tuesday are all durations which can be used with the present perfect. Examples. I have had a cold for 2 weeks. She has been in England for 6 months. Adverb placement. The examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, just, etc. Examples. You have only seen that movie 1 time. Have you only seen that movie 1 time? Active, passive. Examples. Many tourists have visited that castle. Active. That castle has been visited by many tourists. Passive.